let's get into this and the reason that you're here, because people might be listening and thinking, oh, you've brought your beautiful sister, but where's Dad? And unfortunately, Natasha's dad is not here anymore. And you want to come and talk about why and how you can possibly help other people not have to go through the hell that you've gone through.
Yeah, so Natasha's dad, Chris, who passed away when she was a week old, and he had terminal bowel cancer. So this is something we sort of discovered about May last year. So he was 37 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 bowel cancer. And yeah, after he'd sort of had emergency surgery, we then found out that it was kind of cancer that was not able to be treated. So, not able to be cured, but he did receive treatment. So we had lots of plans for our life, including getting married, which we did. We got married in January, and we were always going to try and have kids. So we did that as well. And so we sort of went through IVF at the end of last year, and she was born at the end of July, and Chris passed away 7 days later.
Oh wow! So that is it's an emotional time for you and for everyone, all your people.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's really important to have a kind of support crew around you and family and friends. Like you wouldn't believe.
Was he able to hold his baby?
Yeah. There's
Hughesy there.
Oh yes, right. Yeah,
it's actually, it was actually a really wonderful story. Like, so we were at RPA, so he was at Chris O'Brien Lifehouse.
Yeah,
he had amazing care there. I had amazing care at RPA, and the team at RPA and Lifehouse kind of made it work so that like we would go to RPA every day with her. So she wasn't discharged until actually we were discharged from RPA the day before he died. So
oh my God!
Every day, like we'd go over to RPA and we'd spend a whole day.
Can you I remember when my daughter was born, and I think one of the most powerful moments of that is watching your partner hold your child for the first time, watching Dad just fall in love with this little baby.
Yeah.
How was that moment watching him for the first time hold her?
It was amazing, yeah. Because Anna was my birth partner because, as you know, it takes, as you would know, it takes like, it's not like in the movies.
Yeah. Big effort.
It's a big effort.
Yeah.
And so Chris couldn't be there for that period because he was too unwell, but he came over in the morning. So she was born at 7:30. He came over at about 9 and he held her and
was he holding on for her? Should he have gone, do you think, before that? Do you feel like, how does that work?
Oh, it's hard to know. I think in the end, she was actually induced a bit early. And that was partly just, you'd like to think, it's so he could meet her. But a lot of it actually probably had to do with my physical stamina. So it was, in the end, it was almost like my gestational period aligned with his palliative care period. And so I think when we started talking to the obstetricians about it, I was like, I'm not sure it's not actually going to get easier for me to have her at full term, like at 40 weeks, if he's getting progressively more and more unwell. So they, that's kind of why. So she's a bit early.
It is, I imagine it's a beautiful thing to know that he was able to hold his daughter and that.
Yeah, definitely.
You could see that. Was that a sense of peace for him?
Yeah. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
definitely.
just hoping that, and also he's leaving you guys hoping that, your lives are happy.
Yeah. There was actually a beautiful moment when she was 2 days old. So the first time we went to Lifehouse, which was the first time she actually had like an extended period of having her eyes open. It was about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And she was just lying in his arm. And he was looking at her. It was really, really special.
Natasha, what do you want Natasha to know about Chris?
Chris was an extraordinary man. Like he's super, super clever. He had a doctorate from Oxford in musicology. He was an amazing lawyer. He was one of Australia's top Scrabble players. He was a music arranger. He was a qualified
cricket
cricket
classic
umpire.
overachiever,
He was
clearly.
a massive classic overachiever. He was one of the definitely one of, like, you ask any of his friends, by far one of the, like, sweetest, cleverest men that they ever met, but also deeply normal.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, the amount of trash TV that I watched under his influence, like, he was, during chemotherapy, he was just like, I'm going to watch Maths. I'm like,
that's Channel 9's promo now for next year.
Can I just say the photo of him and Natasha together is the smile on his face looks so so bright, and obviously you're going through such pain at that time for him to be holding his daughter. What a beautiful gift you gave him basically at the end of his life, and you were it's wonderful.
You know what, he to be honest, he was a tower of strength. Like, he really was.
Oh yeah, great.
Oh, you're amazing. We're both gone now.
Yeah. But look, I guess the one final thing that I guess I would say is that sense of people sort of say you must be just the strongest person ever. But if you think about it more in terms of, that old fashioned thing of, like, when people they'd be burning buildings, and they'd like, everyone down on the street would pull out like a tarp, and you sort of have to fall into it. So if you can imagine that actually the community of people around me, of which there are dozens and dozens, that's what they've all done. They've kind of just,
they've caught you.
Yeah.
They've caught me. So even though it's really rough, it's made a lot better by the fact that there's actually quite a lot of people catching you.
Yeah,
you know what?
You've got
we
a
would
big
like
village.
to.
It's going to raise your child.
Yep. And we would like to join that village in a small way. And what we'd like to give to you is an incredible gift from the people at Koala. Ed's got the real details, but they're basically going to deck out your home and your nursery with brand new furniture, and we wanted to do that for you.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.